Now that we have finished step number 1, which is page styling, it's time to move on to step number 2, page content. Page content allows you to control the content that is within the box, from the initial page to the second page. Let me show you right now. So first things first, you're allowed to upload a logo or an image if you would like to do so. So you can upload the logo by clicking upload here. But keep in mind, because we're hosting your files, the max size that you can upload is 150K and max dimensions is 800 by 800 pixels. And of course, you also have the option of just entering the URL directly to your image if it's being hosted on your website. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just upload my logo to the server for Landing Page Monkey. So I'm going to click this here. Next, I'm going to click on Open. And as you can see, it has been uploaded. Now you're going to see a checkbox next to this that says Show on Both. All this means is that if we click on Preview here, you'll see the logo at the top. And if I click on the button text 1, it'll forward me to the second page, which is where the autoresponder code will be located. But when I click on the both, you can see the logo at the top for both of these. And of course, if I unselect that, it'll only show up on the first page. So as you can see, when I select the second page, you don't see the logo at all. So that allows you to brand your content. You can also specify where you want the logo or image to be located. Currently, it is above the headline, but you can also do below headline and subheadline. So if I select that and I click on Preview, you can see that the logo is underneath the headline and the subheadline. The next option allows you to enter a video that will be located on your page. So for example, if I go down here and click on Preview, if you add a video, it'll be located right around here. But in this case, you're going to have to enter the iframe code for YouTube and for Vimeo. If you want to include a .mp4 file, you can include the direct link to that .mp4 file, and you don't have to worry about iframe codes for the .mp4 file. You only have to do that for YouTube and Vimeo. And we also have a feature here that allows you to autoplay if you have a .mp4 file or a YouTube video. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that code here. And you can also change the video position. So currently it is below the headline and subheadline, but you can also add it above the headline and subheadline. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go ahead and click on Preview so you can see exactly what it looks like. So if you wanted to, you could also have a video background playing while you had a video inside of the content. And of course, if I go back over to here and I set the video position to be above the headline or subheadline, and I click on Preview, this is what it looks like. Next, we have the headline font and color. So as you can see here, this is the headline, and you can pick and choose whatever font that you would like. And you can also change the font color. So currently it is black by default, but we can always change that to something else. And then of course you can enter your headline here. If you highlight it, you can bold it, you can italicize it, and you can underline it. And if you ever want to do anything like a strike through, you can select the text. Let's say for example here, and if you click on this, you'll see that there's a strike through that word. So this is what it's all about. Now, in terms of font size, that has been set, so you don't have to worry about that. And then of course we have subheadline, font, and color. Same thing, you can choose the font and then change the color if you would like to. And then the same goes with the editor. And then we have the main text font. And the main text font appears right here, right above the button. And of course, you can bold, italicize, underline, or strike through, or delete it. You can also align it, align text to the left, align text to the center, and you can also align text to the right, or even justify the text. You can also create unordered lists. So for example, if I clicked here, and I click on preview, you can see that the unordered bulleted list shows up right here. And then of course you can choose a ordered list. And of course past that, you can change the font color and the background color. So let's say for example that I wanted to create some sort of highlight. So I'm going to turn this into yellow background, and the font color will be black, and I'm going to bold that so it looks like this. And there we go. And then of course next we have the lead capture font. This shows up on the second page. So if I were to click on preview and I click on the button text, you can see that it says just enter your details below. So this here is the lead capture form text. You can bold, italicize, underline, strike through, align it, create unordered lists and order lists. You can do the same thing up here where you can change the font color and the background color of this text. And then of course we have the footer or privacy text color, and by default it is going to be black. And then of course you can enter your footer text. You can say something like copyright or even 2015 or domain.com. And if you check this, this will show it on the first page and the second page. And then of course, if you check on this box here, it'll show it on the first page and the second page. And then of course, if we click on preview, you'll have a better view of everything. So as you can see here, this is the footer text. And when you click on the button, it'll forward us to the second page where we see the lead form capture, where we see the lead form text, as well as the privacy text and the footer. Now, one thing before I end this video is that the footer text and the privacy text, you can actually enter basic HTML if you want to do so. So for example, if you wanted to hyperlink the yourdomain.com, we could add a href equals, you do something like http://www.landingpagemonkey.com, and then of course close that out. And now when I click on preview, you can actually see, if I zoom in here, that yourdomain.com has been hyperlinked, and we're good to go.